I have a couple, but I'm not exactly sure which one's the worst. I guess when people are talking to me like I'm stupid.
Yeah, I hate when people do that.
Yeah, but I actually get that a lot in this house. Like, I feel like they're just not talking to me like a normal person. They're just talking to me like I'm special, which I am because I have a disorder in my speech. But I just feel like they're just treating me like I'm dumb. I don't like that.
No, it's not fair. But just because you have like a disorder, it doesn't make you a complete idiot. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But for me, I don't even know my biggest pet peeve. I'm trying to think. I know I have one. I just can't think of it on the top of my head.
Yeah, and like I said, I have a couple, so I basically could say more.
Probably for me, my biggest pet peeve is, I don't know. I hate when people rub their hands together. It's just the sound it makes just really drive me crazy. I don't know what it is. I just hate when people rub their hands together. I hate it. So when people like put lotion on, I'm secretly just grinding my teeth like, I can't. But like, yeah, I just hate it. I really do. So I'd probably say that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I know I have more. I just can't think of them at the moment.
Yeah, I know I had a couple. I have more too. I've already forgotten a couple.
The next one is, if you could choose any superpower, what would you choose?
Oh no, this one's always so hard for me.
I have one.
Oh
I
boy.
would be a mind reader. I would be a mind reader because then I can know if someone's thinking about me or not.
Well, there could be some consequences between mind reading, but that is a good choice. I have so many different ideas for superpowers, like strength, invisibility, telekinesis, and available to fly. But I would say maybe teleportation will have to be my number one, because I would just zip zap zoop my place all over where I want to. Like, imagine it's like imagining a place to be in your mind and just immediately like one snap and then you're there, and then you could just head home on whatever second you want. Or super speed, because basically that's the same thing. Super speed or that.
Yeah, I agree. But I would definitely either pick mind reading or flight. Because, like, I've always wanted to know what it was like to fly. So that's probably what I would choose. Yeah. The next question is, what is your most favorite thing for dessert that you absolutely love? So, like, what's your favorite dessert? Cake?
Yeah, I love cake. I just can't stop eating it. I mean, I haven't eaten it for a while, but when I first had it for my birthday and I had it for a Christmas party, I just could not stop eating it. I just love cake.
Aw. Probably for me, it would probably be like brownies. I love brownies, so good. Like homemade brownies. Like, I love them.
Oh, yeah.
If you had to choose one music artist to listen to for a year, who would you choose? Michael Jackson, by far!
No,
I listened to him for a whole year on a basis. I don't care. Like, oh, that is such an easy one.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna pick that one, but for me, I like all types of bands. But for one band for 1 year, it's kind of a tough choice because I like a lot. But I think my number one that I like listening the most has to be Imagine Dragons, because I've listened to most of their songs lately, and all of them are really good. So yeah, I feel like Imagine Dragons would have to be my number one band.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Would you rather travel back in time or travel into the future? I would
back in time.
You choose back in time?
Yeah, because I feel like if you can go back in time to a past, like the beginning of history, like where George Washington first became president, you can finally know how exactly it turned out. Because sometimes history does not sound like it seems. Also, maybe I would go back in time and see how the coronavirus was actually created, and maybe stop it from happening and see what happens.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. For me though, I would love to go into the past, but there's a lot of consequences to that, because if you change the past, you change the future. And so if you do something wrong by accident, you screw up the entire future practically. So
Yeah, like you accidentally took a pen with you and you just left it there in the future, and then magistically the pen just created a new future.
yeah, pretty much. So just the past is just so delicate to deal with, which is why I'd probably go in the future, because whatever the heck you do in the future is not gonna affect anything you did in the past. So that's probably why I was going into the future, because then I won't screw anything up by accident and I won't like destroy the world. So that's probably what I would do.
Yeah, that would make sense. I would also pick going to the future so I could see what my future would be like, and maybe if I ever do anything that I didn't like, I would probably do something better. But I feel like going to the past is more better than the present, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Alright, so when did you and Amy become friends? So
Oh, that was a very long time ago.
Oh yeah, we first met in grade 3, but I don't think we really became super close till grade 4. So I think Amy and I been best friends since grade 4, which is how long? 5, 6, 7, 8. For 8 years, we've been best friends.
Yeah, and I actually had started school there back in 2nd grade, but I didn't really get used to the school until 3rd grade. So yeah, basically I got more open in 3rd grade, and that's when I became friends.
Mhm. So yeah, I would definitely say grade 4, and then yeah, so we've been friends for roughly 8 to 9 years, which is crazy. That we became so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had to lose one of your 5 senses, what would you pick?
5 senses.
What are the 5 senses?
Here's the definition of 5 senses. The faculties of sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch.
Sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch.
5.
I would probably lose my sense of touch. Because I feel like I can like live without needing to know what everything feels like, but I would die if I couldn't taste my favorite food or smell it or do any of that. So
Yeah, I would have to pick tasting, because there are just some things that I know I love to eat and I love tasting it, but there are things that I worry that maybe I'm eating too many things and I want to try new things, and I'm just afraid to taste them. Like, are they going to taste good? Are they going to taste bad? But if I have no taste buds, I wouldn't have anything to worry about. So I guess maybe I would lose my taste bud.
Okay, that makes sense. What would be your dream vacation? Going to California and looking at the Hall of Fame. Because I was in California, but I didn't see the Hall of Fame, and I so regret that. So I want to go back there and look at the Hall of Fame, find Michael Jackson's star, and take pictures. I need to go there. So that's my dream vacation.
You know what? Maybe if I ever get my passport, we should go there together, because I have never been to California, and that is my #1 choice as well.
Yeah, and we have to find Jim Carrey's star as well.
He has a star?
I think so. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure, because he's famous.
That's so cool. If he does, I'm gonna scream. I know Stan Lee has a star, and I really want to see that. Like, I would immediately just picture it and frame it on my wall, because I would always want to remember that. Or maybe meet some celebrities, too. Like, who knows? It's like, LA is full of celebrities, so I'm pretty sure we might see a couple. But yeah, California is my #1 choice, because I have never been to America yet, but it's basically because I don't have my passport yet, or anything, really. My only trip was to Edmonton twice, but I never been to America, and that's why California has to be my #1 choice, because I just want to see how big and crazy and how great it looks. Like, I definitely also want to go to the Hollywood sign and make my own portrait picture of it, like do those meme things where you like try to hold it up with your hands. I want to try that. That looks like what? Excuse me.
Apparently, Jim Carrey doesn't have one, but Kermit the Frog does, which is kind of weird, but okay.
That's kind of surprising.
I know, right? But anyway, so yeah, that's would be our dream vacation.
Yep, Cali or Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Okay. What age do you wish you were still? I would say my best age was I'd have to say 9 or 10 years old. My childhood was my golden years. I loved being a kid because when I was a child, I didn't understand what stress was. I had no worries about my future. I didn't have to worry about my career choices. I didn't have to worry about any of that crap. My childhood was so mentally peaceful. I had no worries. I had no anxiety, nothing. Like, it was just such a nice year for me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't really know what type of age I would be, but I would definitely be a kid again. Like, I mean, even though our childhood was not all great, especially during school, but there were times that I felt free and I had fun with everybody around the neighborhood, and it was just so free, and I was just a happy child. I was so happy. I did everything I wanted. I did what I want, and I had fun. I had no worries. I was not scared. I was not afraid, and I was not stressed, which I am now. But yeah, I mean, like, being a kid is just great. I mean, if you're still a kid and watching this, you would still have to live free. Live free while you can.
All right. And last question here is, how did you guys meet? We met in school, not high school. We met in elementary school. So,
yeah.
And yeah, that's about all the questions we have for today. All right, guys. So those are all our questions. I hope you enjoyed this long-awaited Q&A. These questions were asked back in 2020. That's why in some questions I said, what was your favorite song in 2020, stuff like that. So just so you guys know and you're not confused. Yeah, so that's about it. Anything you'd like to add?
Just that, hope you guys liked our questions and our answers, and sorry if those answers did not seem pleasing, but we did our honest opinion, and we will do it again if we ever hear any more questions.
Yeah.
So
if you guys
if
want
you have any questions, please answer it freely.
Yeah, so if you guys want to ask us new questions, let us know in the comments if you want another Q&A video, and we'll be more than happy to film one. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Peace, everyone.